Hello friends, I'm Jagdish Perk Associate. Today's topic is Engineering Thermodynamics. So in Engineering Thermodynamics, I'll be explaining a concept from the chapter First Law of Thermodynamics. The name of the concept is Constant Volume Process or Isochoric Process. So in this concept, I will be explaining the deriving methods for obtaining work done and heat transfer formulae during constant volume process or isochoric process. Okay, so before going to this video, please press the subscribe button of our channel, The Mechanical Engineers Theme, and also click the bell icon so that you will get the notifications for new videos. Okay, so let's begin. Take a rigid vessel, fill the rigid vessel completely with gas, close the rigid vessel tightly. Now heat the rigid vessel. Due to heating of rigid vessel, the velocity of the gas molecules will increase rapidly and starts colliding, due to which the heat will be transferred rapidly to the gas and the pressure and temperature of the gas will increase rapidly. The volume of the gas will also increase, but here the gas is completely sealed inside the rigid vessel. Therefore, the volume of the gas will not be changed or increased. Okay. State 1 is the condition of the gas before heating, and state 2 is the condition of the gas after heating. P1, V1 and T1 are the pressure, volume and temperature values of the gas before heating. P2, V2 and T2 are the pressure, volume and temperature values of the gas after heating. M is the mass of the gas. In this process, mass of the gas doesn't change before heating and after heating because the volume of the gas is same before heating and after heating. Okay? And R is the gas constant value. The value of the R doesn't change before heating and after heating. Okay? So in this constant volume process, we have to find how much heat is being transferred to the gas and how much work is done to increase the pressure and temperature of the gas. Okay. So this is the PV diagram of constant volume process. So you can see here pressure values are plotted along y-axis and volume values are plotted along x-axis. In this constant volume process, there is no change of volume. Change in volume. So you can see here at a particular volume value, the pressure values of P1 and P2 are plotted. And constant volume process PV diagram is a straight vertical line. Okay. Now we will apply ideal gas law on state 1 and state 2. First of all, the basic formula for ideal gas law is PV is equal to mRT, where P is pressure, V is volume, M is mass, R is gas constant and T is temperature. Now we will apply ideal gas law on state 1. We get P1 V1 is equal to mR T1. Okay. Next, we will apply ideal gas law on state 2. We get P2 V2 is equal to mR T2. Next, we will divide state 1 and state 2. We get P1 V1 divided by P2 V2 is equal to mR T1 divided by mR T2. We know that this is a constant volume process, which means V1 is equal to V2. So in this formula, V1 and V2 gets cancelled. Next, the mass of the gas remains same before heating and after heating. Therefore, this M in the numerator and the M in the denominator will get cancelled. And the gas constant value remains same before heating and after heating. Therefore, this R in the numerator and the R in the denominator gets cancelled. Okay. So the next step will be P1 by P2 is equal to T1 by T2. So this is the relationship between the pressure values and temperature values of different states in constant volume process. Now we will find the work done during constant volume process. The universal formula for work done is dou W is equal to PdV, where dou W is differential work, P is pressure, dV is differential volume or change in volume. In this constant volume process, work done is total work done is amount of work done for changing the gas from state 1 to state 2. So here dou W is differential work. For finding the value of total work done, we have to integrate this dou W between the limits state 1 and state 2. And also we have to integrate this PdV because the pressure value at state 1 is different and pressure value at state 2 is different. So we have to integrate this PDV between the limits of state 1 and state 2. So we get integration of dou W between the limits 1 and 2 is equal to integration of PDV between the limits 1 and 2. Generally, differential work or total work done is a path function. We cannot integrate this term. So, integration of dou W between the states between the limits 1 and 2 is 1W2. Okay? And we know that this is a constant volume process, so there will be no change in volume. So we can say that change in volume is 0. So therefore this dV value is 0. So the next step will be 1W2 is equal to integration of P into 0 to the limits of state 1 and state 2. So here P into 0 is 0. Therefore 1W2 is equal to 0, which means the total work done during constant volume process is 0. Now we will find the value of heat transfer during constant volume process. For finding the value of heat transfer, we will apply first law of thermodynamics of closed system, and the formula is 1Q2 is equal to delta U plus 1W2, where 1Q2 is total heat transfer happened between state 1 and state 2, and delta U is change in internal energy. Okay, we know that the total work done during constant volume process is 0. Therefore 1W2 will be replaced by 0. So the next step will be 1Q2 is equal to delta U plus 0. So delta U plus 0 is delta U. So the next step will be 1Q2 is equal to delta U. The formula for change in internal energy is delta U is equal to U2 minus U1. So the next step will be 1Q2 is equal to U2 minus U1, which means for a closed system undergoing a constant volume process, heat transferred in is equal to the change in internal energy. But when a perfect gas undergoing constant volume process, what will be the heat transfer formula? For finding the formula, we have to simplify this heat transfer formula. We know that U2 is total internal energy at state 2, and the formula for U2 is m into small u2, where m is mass of the gas and U2 is exact internal energy value at state 2. To be precise, the difference between the capital U2 and small u2 is the capital U2 is calculated by considering mass, but small u2 is the exact internal energy value at state 2. Okay, so similarly u1 is total internal energy at state 1, and the formula for u1 is m into small u1. So m is mass of the gas and u1 is exact internal energy value at state 1. Okay, now we will substitute u2 and u1 in this formula. We get 1Q2 is equal to mu2 minus mu1. Now we will take m as common. We get 1Q2 is equal to m into u2 minus u1. This u2 minus u1 is nothing but differential internal energy, that is du. So the next step will be 1Q2 is equal to m du. We know that the formula for differential internal energy is du is equal to Cv dt, where Cv is specific volume added during constant volume process and dt is differential temperature, that is T2 minus T1. So we will substitute du value in this formula. We get 1Q2 is equal to mCv dt, or 1Q2 is equal to mCv T2 minus T1. So this is the formula for perfect gas undergoing constant volume process. I mean heat transfer for a perfect gas undergoing constant volume process. Okay friends. So friends, we have found out the work done and heat transfer formula of a constant volume process. Okay. So this brings an end to the explanation part of this video. I hope you all would have understood. If any doubts are there, please do comment in comment box. And remember to like, share and comment on our videos. Thank you friends.